My name is Beth Byron. I'm an assistant strength and conditioning coach at West Virginia University. And I just came down to visit for the day and just learn a little more about kettlebell training.
Push and then pull. Good. Butt to the heel, butt to the heel. Good. Push, straight.
Anthony took me through corrective strategies and to a workout and to a circuit. One thing that I definitely hadn't been exposed to prior to this was the vintage techniques, the vintage barbells and dumbbells.
All the way through, all the way through, all the way, all the way, all the way. Good.
Having that barbell, you actually have to engage your core and your overall total body balance a lot better in order to do the movement correctly.
Bring that left hand to the ground, focusing on the bell, and move right underneath that weight, come back up. Excellent.
Sometimes I have to move a little bit slower. It definitely helps me to, feel everything kind of tied in all together. Then transferring that over to doing it with the kettlebell, it tends to be a lot easier because the weight is more concentrated, more centrally located. It's not as dispersed. So it's like if I can do something well or somewhat efficiently with a more dispersed weight, then going over and doing it with a more concentrated weight is obviously going to be more efficient. The three sports that I work with are gymnastics, swimming and diving, and tennis, and I see kettlebell and vintage training to be a very effective tool for all three of those sports. With swimmers, there's so much overuse in the whole shoulder girdle, very weak posterior chain, low back, no butt, no glutes, hamstrings. Exercises such as like the swings or even just doing the deadlifts, doing a windmill, you really have to lock in and engage the glutes and the hamstrings, and in doing it kind of in a circuit fashion, you also get a lot of metabolic work, which you can really train energy systems with. Also, just the total body movement that you need to help those imbalances. Good athletes are really great compensators. They know what they need to get to, and if they're weak at something, they'll find a way to get it done. But over time, with too much of any one thing is not necessarily going to be good for you, so you have a lot of overuse injuries. Tennis, again, another overhead sport. It requires a lot. You look at your serve, forehand, backhand, so much of your power in your swing comes from your core. And then finally with gymnastics, the core is essential to everything they're doing, whether you're on a balance beam, you're trying to, swing through bars, floor routine, whatever it might be. So much of what we do is very specific to the demands that their body goes through. The range of motion, flexibility through the hips and low back, shoulders. It would be very efficient for me to go back now and take what I just learned from the corrective strategies and implement that into my current training programs, taking some of the very basic exercises and movements and integrating that to what I already have. For example, the corrective strategy is a get up, sit up. It's a very basic movement, very simple to teach. By using a progression from a lighter load, whether it's a towel or a rope or a stick, and then progressing to a heavier barbell, you can progressively get that exercise to be at the level of difficulty that the athlete needs it to be at, to be challenged to engage their core the way that they need to. I think that it's basic enough that you can easily implement it into your program however you need it.
Whew. Thank you. It's good. It's tough.